is a Aaron right now. Yes, it's pronounced Aaron. Son of
My, open up, be better to get protein.
Made for each other.
They're going, buddy, you don't...
What the fuck was that?
I'm saying back to them, like, just trust me. You guys don't understand, right? Like, we've been lied to. Trust me, you'll see what's ahead. They're going, buddy, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we're just going to come back up around the other side of the globe. You know, they're telling me we're going to hit the Indian Ocean, Australia, right? They were thinking in terms of the global model. But this is where it gets crazy. You know, as they realize I ain't stopping, one of the other pilots says to me, he goes, listen, you land that thing now, we sign an NDA and go home. Act like this never happened. But go ahead, continue forward if you must, but just know it's a one-way ticket. You ain't ever coming back.
What did you do?
What I set out to. I could see the wall by this point. There was no turning back. And as I fly over the wall, the other jets behind me just hit wide pivots to turn around.
And the pilot radios me one last time. He goes, crazy son of a... Good luck, kid. And I just soared off into no man's land. I'm baffled.
I'm seeing land masses that have never been accounted for. The navigational equipment on the jet is no longer working, but I know as long as I stay due south, I'll reach Panthea. I'll reach the Dark Continent. And lo and behold, 30 or so hours later, sun goes down and it never comes back up. I start to drop my altitude to get a better view, and there she was. I saw the dark lands. I saw everything that Hemington had spoke of. Look, I landed the jet on a clear landscape, and before I even had a chance to get out, there they were. The Pantheons Hemington spoke of, stepping in slowly. I mean, they were literally surrounded. I'm saying back to them, like, just trust.
The Black Panthers.
So, look, when he said that, I was like,
It was the Black Panthers.
what the fuck?
It was the Black Panthers.
So you think it's Black Panthers
Black
on
Panthers.
the opposite side of the
The
Antarctic Ocean?
Panthers. The Panthers. The Black Panthers. I'm telling you, the Pantheons.
The word pantheon refers to a temple dedicated to all the gods or the collective gods of a particular people. It can also be used to describe a group of illustrious or important people. In Rome, there's a famous architectural marvel called the Pantheons, which was originally a temple dedicated to all the gods and later became a Catholic church. Pantheon people.
Why ain't just type in the dark, what's the name?
The dark what? The dark
Constant.
come on, man.
Damn, dummy. Beyond the ice wall. Literally what he just said. Shit was beyond the wall.
That's why I did.
When he passed the wall, sun dropped. Makes sense. Part of the world where the sun don't reach.
But yeah, this is a whole flat earth theory.
The world ain't flat though.
You don't think the world flat either?
I don't think this shit flat. How could it be flat? How could the world be flat and the sun rotate? How can you rotate around flat?
Alright, boom. That's tough. And
Unless
I'm with you on
niggas
that.
saying it's a half and half world, as in we're on top, there's another one below us.
Nah, so have you seen that thing with Joe Budden on, Wiz Khalifa on Joe Budden when he was explaining his theory of the flat earth?
Mm-mm.
He was basically saying
Oh,
that...
but when he was talking about he's in the plane. And
Nah,
they
he
basically
was
going,
like, say basically the rug is the earth and there's different levels of it and we're just on a certain level that our minds can only grasp because that's what we've been programmed to understand. You've never been out to outer space to actually get your own take on, okay, I see the world is round, I've been around the world from outer space so I can come back and I can vouch that, all right, this is a round world that we're on. Remind you, I'm with you on the earth is round, but this just made me scratch my head. Being as though that is a fact, we are definitely only going off of what's being programmed and what we're being told. Which brings me to this next video. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one.
Look at their rockets. This is how they claim they get into outer space, is these rockets. Their rockets never go straight up. Every single rocket launch from a government space agency, you'll notice, follows a parabolic curve. It goes up, it reaches a peak, but what they do is as the rocket starts coming back down, they make sure that it goes down over the ocean, out of the way of any curious observers. Anyone can see it coming back down to Earth, asks, hey, how come the rocket's not going up anymore? Well, it's going around the curvature of the Earth, is what they tell us. So every single rocket, the reason that it follows a parabolic curve, they say, is because it's going around the curvature of the Earth. The real reason is they can't get up any higher than that. They tell us that the Earth is a sphere. They show us pictures of a sphere, of a circle. It's a perfect circle. And then they come out and they say, well, it's actually an oblate spheroid. Oh, what's that? Well, it's a sphere that's flattened at both poles, so it's more of an oval shape. It actually bulges out south of the equator, as well as being flattened at the poles. So it's more pear-shaped.
So it's not actually a sphere. It's oblate. And officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above it. A little chubbier. A little chubbier. Yeah. Chubby's a good word. It's like pear-shaped.
So now it's pear-shaped. So why are all of these official NASA photos and videos showing perfect spheres when it's actually an oblate spheroid or a pear-shaped spheroid? They can't get their story straight. And the reason they keep changing it is that to fit the model, they have to change the shape of the Earth. South of the equator is larger than north of the equator because lines of longitude, they just extend outwards. They don't contract back. So they concede that in their pair model. They say, well, the side bulges out south of the equator. It's bigger south of the equator. Yeah, it is, because it's flat. But instead of admitting that, they just, make tweaks to their model as time goes on. They say that the ball Earth tilts back 23.5 degrees. That's another tweak they made because we can see Polaris, which is right over the North Pole, from 23.5 degrees south latitude. Shouldn't be able to see that on a ball. So they just tilt the Earth back and then okay, now you can see it. And so they come up with explanations in reverse like this. Damage control, reverse engineered explanations.
I feel like everything they fucking make be lies anyway.
You said what?
I feel like everything motherfuckers be saying be lies anyway.
Yes. NASA lies a lot. A lot. A whole fucking lot. To the point where so much shit has gotten debunked back and forth. But back to the whole flat earth theory thing. If
that motherfucker round flat.
You think it's round? But that's what I'm saying. Even down to them saying that it's round flat, having to change the
shit round flat.
Coming up with new theories or new words for how to describe the round flat. Oblique. Like
next time I see a girl, I'm like,
I was just thinking that shit. that thing look a little bleak, girl.
No bleak. What that mean? You better down bottom. Your shit a little chubbier down bottom. You looking a little oblique, baby girl.
But I don't know, man.
Girl, you looking oblique. So you looking oblique, yeah.
So do you think niggas actually went to the moon?
Did Plymouth Rock land on us or did we land on Plymouth Rock?
That's not what I'm asking you, nigga.
Bro, I don't know. All this shit don't even believe. I don't believe in this shit. I'm not saying that, bro.
How you don't believe in none of this shit, but you just told me the earth is...
Like I'm saying, I don't believe when they say, oh, niggas went to the moon. I don't believe that shit. Like, Katy Perry, come the fuck on.
That shit was bullshit. That whole thing was bullshit. But that's what I'm saying. They do stunts like that, but that was just poorly executed. Everything they be doing is a stunt. That's what I believe. Now, as far as the earth being round...
It's the spirit out there that's connected to our world that decides what we do, and we just have to go along for the ride. Mirrors let you move through time. The government monitors people. They pay people to pretend to be your relatives. And they put drugs in your food. And they film you. There's messages in every game. Like Pac-Man. Do you know what PAC stands for? PAC. Program and control. He's program and control man. The whole thing's a metaphor. He thinks he's got free will, but really, he's trapped in a maze, in a system. All he can do is consume. He's pursued by demons that are probably just in his own head. And even if he does manage to escape by slipping out one side of the maze, what happens? He comes right back in the other side. People think it's a happy game. It's not a happy game. It's a fucking nightmare world. And the worst thing is, it's real and we live in it. It's all code. If you listen closely, you can hear the numbers.
This world's being controlled by the government.
But that's what I'm saying. It's all a program. It's whatever they want you to believe.
We gonna get kidnapped. Why are we talking about this?
Fuck it. They can try and come and get my blood. I always what Ace used to say. They gotta catch me first.
They gotta catch me.
They're
not.
Yeah, they gotta catch me first, man.
They be catching shit. You see what they did to Shay Frost?
They do be out here blitzing shit. They got Act Off the Humble. They got Nicki Minaj a couple times. Yeah, they'll get you. They want to get you. They
think you want to talk about some shit, huh? Let's have a conversation then.
Yeah, they almost got the nigga that they escaped from prison. If he would have got comfortable, stayed there a couple more days, he would have been up out of there too.
That's why my shit. I don't give a fuck about politics, government, nothing.
Ate from the tree of what? Of what?
The knowledge of good and evil.
Right. So before they ate from that tree, they didn't have an understanding of good and evil, did they?
But they were given the command not to eat from that tree.
So, see, here's the thing. I just asked a very specific question that's going to expose the flaw in your thinking, and instead of answering it, you answered a different question. So here we go. Before they ate from the tree, did they know right from wrong?
No.
Okay, if they didn't know right from wrong, how could they possibly know that it was wrong to disobey God and eat from that tree?
If I tell my child not to do something.
I'm sorry, Marjorie, your child already knows right from wrong. Adam and Eve did not know right from wrong. How can you punish someone for doing something wrong if they didn't know it was wrong?
Yeah, just let that marinate in your spirit real quick.
Ate from the tree.
For sure.
The knowledge of good and
You
evil.
Yeah. Right. They don't know right from wrong, but you telling them don't do that don't mean they're gonna not do it because you're telling them not to do it. They still don't understand right from wrong. It's no comprehension in what you're saying. Just because you're saying, hey, don't do that, doesn't mean that person understands what's gonna happen if I don't do that.
So, the reason why I said the Adam and Eve story, I feel like it goes back to what we was just talking about as far as programming. You don't know good and evil unless I tell you that it's bad or that what's good and evil. So, that's basically what he's saying. Like, they wouldn't know unless they already knew. And they didn't know because they didn't have the knowledge. So, for them to get the knowledge and the understanding, now it's deemed as such after you've received the knowledge. If you didn't receive it, then it would have just been a regular tree.
Specific question that's going to expose the flaw in your thinking, and instead of answering it, you answered a different question. So here we go. Before they ate from the tree, did they know right from wrong?
No.
Okay, if they didn't know right from wrong, how could they possibly know that it was wrong to disobey God and eat from that tree?
If I tell my child not to do something.
I'm sorry, Marjorie, your child already knows right from wrong. Adam and Eve did not know right from wrong. How can you punish someone for doing something wrong if they didn't know it was wrong?
Yeah, just let that marinate in your spirit.
Position. How good?
Okay. I forgot what this show was.
You know that eels are the only animals on the earth that we don't know where they came from?
I didn't know that.
Scientists have done like observations of them. All eels during a specific time in the year, no matter where they are, they will all travel to the Bermuda Triangle, and that's where they meet. It could be in Europe, it could be in the freshwater rivers of the United States. When it's time to mate, they will all go to the Bermuda Triangle. And it's hard for scientists to study them because it's too dangerous. So we really don't know where they came from. And like the males and females have no reproductive organs.
Yeah, I think I knew that.
So it's like, how do they reproduce? And like, I think they did a test where they put eels in a bucket or put them in a tank. And when it was time to mate, they will all swim in the direction of the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
You know, people have speculated, right? Because I remember we talked about before, people think octopuses could be aliens. People think that maybe eels are not from here. Like, say an asteroid came and hit the planet. There was like little bits of organisms that survived the crash and they were able to grow on Earth. And there was one meteor that crashed in the Bermuda Triangle. And it was said to have crashed 65 million years ago.
Yeah.
And that's when the dinosaurs was gone.
So eels are dinosaurs?
You're saying eels are aliens. and that the source of energy, or there's a source of energy in the Bermuda Triangle, and there's all type of.
But that would make sense though, because Bermuda Triangle ain't nothing but a storm, and that's a lot of what's the name be happening.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
Lightning and
speculations and shit to be happening. Not even lightning, boats, airplanes.
Cause that shit,
everything
it ain't nothing but
disappears.
storm waters. Like that shit, if a storm would happen in the Bermuda Triangle, I believe they said that shit happen. That shit happen.
Yeah, but if all that's going on, why would Eels be wanting to travel there?
That's the part that don't make sense.
Especially since they're saying that.
But then it's like these are electric eels. Eels are an animal that be in water that can electrocute you, which doesn't make sense.
But how they tied the eels into the asteroid landing and timing it around the same time that it came, and then saying that it came around the same time that the dinosaurs died. So there's no dinosaurs, but we got eels now. And they're surviving and thriving all these years. So, I don't know. Raise some eyebrows, scratch your head, make you think. Well, I don't know. I was just trying to exercise my mental. Help my mind get off some other things. Maybe I thought those few topics would help.
That shit is a man bobbing, a man scratching, and smoothing them down there.
Niggas need to start having guests so we can have more topics like that, so I can have different type of takes and opinions and.
For shit show.
You just gonna keep getting me for shit shows.
Yeah, cause that shit weird. I don't know. I don't get into that shit, cause that shit don't do nothing for me.
It make you think outside the box.
It make a nigga think too
It
much.
definitely does that for you. That's all it does, instead of just thinking. Like I said, all of the shit that's what the whole conversation has been, is the programming that we get. If you're not thinking outside of the box, you're gonna be stuck thinking of whatever they showing you on.
But then I feel like I'm thinking in my own box.
Are you? Or are you just going, because this is what I'm saying, you get programmed without even knowing it. I was watching this other thing where the dude was saying, for example, what the fuck did he say? If somebody tells you stand up and say, put your right hand over your heart, what you gonna do? Or what you expect to happen next?
Fucking pledge allegiance.
Right. And that's because you've done that repeatedly over time, again and again and again. Once they put you in a repetitive nature, or once something's just happening, or now you're being programmed. If you wake up every day and go to a gym, or whenever you hear me say I'm running a strict program, like that's just what I'm on. That's what the consistent basis that I'm sticking to. So whatever they got you, whether it's food, whatever you watching, music you listening to, if you listening to YN shit every day, you're going to have that type of mentality.
Hell nah. See what you're saying, but hell nah. It's possible.
It's a fact.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's what the whole Drake and Kendrick shit was about. As far as, like, little did that part would go over a lot of people's head. Like, he was trying, even with the last song that Kendrick put out, that Let the Party Die shit, that's what he was explaining. Like, that whole programming that everybody's into with what the masses have been feeding, not even just Drake, just what the people that Drake's suing have been pushing. All of that's programming. Like, kill that noise. People need to start having some digestible substance put in their system.
But then again, not everybody is controlled.
There's a lot of regurgitating bullshit going on.
Yeah, but not everybody is controlled and sustained to the bullshit that's put out. They wouldn't say everybody take it.
Think you not.
I mean,
everybody, there's very much free will going on. Everybody got the power to think for self, but at the same time, if you're programmed, then you're going to think that you are whoever they're programming you to think. Whatever you think is normalized, that's why I like to travel, and I push traveling a lot, because a lot of what we see on every day when we wake up and go outside, that's we gonna end up getting influenced by and programmed by. That's why when you hear rappers say, I'm a product of my environment, that's what they mean. They just rapping about what they see when they go outside and on the everyday. That's the program. If you're not getting outside your neighborhood and anywhere past DMV, then you're not gonna know nothing but what's in the DMV.
Yeah, but that's why I get out my way and I look shit up. I listen to way more shit than just this shit. Sometimes I try to listen to new shit from other motherfuckers and then I look up new shit from shit. I try to get out of this motherfucking place too, though. Try to leave this place whenever I can.
Trying and doing. I always tell you those two different things.
Yeah, but that just shows I'm not a motherfucking closed inside the box ass motherfucker, because I know everything outside of this motherfucker is better than what the fuck this motherfucker is. I know that what I'm listening to ain't what the fuck the same shit, or what I'm listening to ain't about to be what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just listening to shit because this is pretty cool. Like, I do shit different. That's why I say, me personally, I wouldn't say I'm stuck in the box, because I look at shit totally different than what everybody else look at the shit. I look at shit from both sides of the standpoint. I'm able to understand both sides of the story and look at it like, all right, if that's how you feel, that's how you gonna feel. That's how you gonna feel. At the end of the day, I'm gonna look at something shit. If it ain't gonna affect me, and it's just something that's a head scratcher, fuck that shit. Like, it ain't affecting me for real. So it's just something that can be known in the mind for conversation's sake, or something that's known that can probably look up and be like, this is something to read about. But I still look at a lot of shit like, fuck it, because it don't really affect me, and I'm just gonna be me and do the fuck I gotta do at the end of the day. That's why I don't really get into the shits, because it's like, it don't affect me. Like when people be telling me like a lot of the politics stuff, a lot of it don't affect me because I'm not in that range of class or form of where it would affect a lot.
But
like,
that's
it
what
would
I'm
trickle
talking
down.
about. When you get programmed to normalizing certain shit to the point where you think stuff like that, you think politics don't affect you until you're at the cash register complaining about why something is
No, that's what I'm saying. It trickles down. It trickles down, but at the same time, when it gets down to it, bro, we voting and all that shit, bro. Niggas know what they about to make and do with that whole political shit. Us voting is just to make us feel like we got a voice. I feel like they already know what they want is to see with this world. So yeah, they gonna make it seem like the votes is coming in and oh, it's a close one. Oh, we have a winner. Yeah, make it look like shit really did do what people thought it was doing, but they know damn well what they want and how this world and how they want to run it before it even happen.
We just gotta get on some Pantheon people shit and get off the grid and start our own shit, huh?
Bro, get a farm.
Definitely
move somewhere, get a farm.
Niggas
Be
need
cool,
resources.
bro. You can get your own shit. Probably just have to go to the store for a little shit or whatever, but you can grow so much shit, have so much land, and have so much fun. Like,
I doubt that though. I would agree, but at the same time, no, because like I said, the programming that we've been installed with, we don't have the knowledge to produce.
You could if you want to.
You're saying we could if we want to, but you have to want the knowledge. Niggas don't want the knowledge. I was just having a conversation with one of our
that's niggas.
One of our viewers not too long ago about this. Niggas don't want the knowledge, so them rejecting the knowledge due to the programming that we got already. Niggas don't want to know better. Niggas don't want to do better because they don't want to know better. If everybody is, alright, it is what it is, fuck it, I can't do shit about it, that ain't going to do nothing, that don't affect me, then that's the ignorant mindset that's going to keep niggas in the box. That
I mean, that's some niggas. I say the same shit, and I still know what I can do to do what the fuck I want to do. You see what I just said? Motherfucker want to get a farm. That's really something I want to do.
But
But
but that's what I'm saying. What are you doing to try to get that in place, though? Do you know how to obtain a farm? Do you know how to take care of a cow? Do you know how to milk a cow?
That's why I say you go to the store to get little things.
But see, that's what I'm talking about, being programmed to be a consumer versus us knowing how to be producers. You wouldn't even be talking
I wouldn't
about
know
a
how
store.
to do it at first. That would be something, like I said, you would have to learn how to do. Some shit you learn how to do.
You
Like,
got YouTube University. It's anything you can learn.
That's all you do. You get your shit, then you learn how to do. You know what you could do.
But that's
as
what I'm
in
saying. Niggas don't want the knowledge.
producing-wise.
Niggas don't want to learn. That's what I'm saying. Niggas.
That's
and
niggas.
Right. Well, who we talking about?
Me.
You not niggas?
Nah, because I'm different. I don't want to just not add the shit. I know what I want to do, and I know what I'm going to do to do it. I want to have the shit like that. So if I have to sit down and learn it, I will learn it.
But what are you doing to obtain the knowledge?
I learn shit. I look shit up. I read shit. When I'm ready to do the shit, that's when I will obtain all the knowledge that's really needed to get the shit done.
And when is that going to be?
Some years.
Some years. Why not now?
The fuck I'm gonna do now?
Utilize the knowledge that you say you're obtaining right now to better yourself. Is that not what we're talking about? Or at least better your community, the people around you.
Oh, fuck the community. I'm about trying to get rich.
Fuck the community. You're trying to get rich. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly my point. Exactly. What's any last words before we get out of this? We gotta round it up today.
Get your farm up, nigga.
That's your.
Get your farm, nigga. What you guys say, nigga? I go second, nigga. You go first, nigga. Right. I go second, nigga. You go first, nigga.
Shit.
Get your farm up, nigga.
Don't be ignorant to the knowledge, man.
Oblique asses.
In the words of what's that nigga name?
Like I'm gonna know.
The nigga with the dreads that you said you remind yourself of.
Oh, Wiz Khalifa?
No.
I said Wiz Khalifa.
Nigga with the podcast.
Oh,
you be saying you remind yourself you look like a lot of niggas. That's crazy.
I did.
That was the whole joke. You ain't even peeped the shit.
I forgot, bro.
As a man, you saying that you think you look like a lot of celebrities.
No, I never said I look like that nigga though. I said he remind me of myself on how he was talking and shit.
I said, who do you think you look like? You said, I think I look like a lot of niggas.
I said that?
It's on camera.
Oh, I ain't say that.
It's on camera.
We gonna see, nigga. Run that shit back, nigga.
I will run
Put the
that
clip
shit
right
back.
here, nigga. Put the clip right here. Fuck it. Put the clip right here.
Shit, nigga.
Well, I can put probably like right here. You probably that's with my face. Probably like right here.
Nigga,
I'm gonna go like right here. You don't even know how to do that. We gonna figure out. Fuck it.
Talking about we like you be.
I said we gonna figure.
What? How many episodes? You want to talk about that?
No, because I was gonna say something the other day about this shit, but I said, you know what? He got it. I ain't even gonna say nothing because I know he's gonna say something and I can't wait. And I guess this is.
Like I said, nigga, after we do this, the shit gotta get edited. Who edits it?
Listen. You say you.
How many videos we done uploaded? I done uploaded. For you to say, yeah.
Let me learn.
I'ma help. You want? Go ahead.
Man, y'all. I told this nigga Ron. I said, on Monday, I ain't had a car to this joint. And I told you this before I even got my car back. I said, you gonna come get me. We gonna edit the shit. Now.
Glad you said that.
Now. This is a day we ended up recording on what? A Saturday.
You talking about this is a day?
No.
I'm talking about the days we edit.
Listen. So then we talked on Monday. This was early in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what you about to get into? You said, shit, at work. Started editing yesterday, so I ain't really got much to edit left. Just got to do a little bit of hooms.
Still got to do it, though.
But listen to what I heard.
Job ain't done.
Listen to what I heard, folks. He started editing on a day that I didn't even know. What was I doing this day? Not the damn thing. Could he have called me and said, hey, I'm about to start editing today. You want to push up? What I would have said, sure. But did he? No.
Now, did I not call this nigga that day?
Did you?
Is this the same nigga that don't start his day halfway through the day?
Did you? Don't blame this on my sleep.
I did.
What day?
How can we not blame this on your sleep?
Don't
if
blame
I call
this
you
on my
and
sleep, Ricky Bobby.
if I call you and I say, yeah, I called you, And your excuse is, I was asleep.
That ain't an excuse.
What else am I going to blame it on?
Bro.
I can't blame it on your phone was dead.
So you telling me you don't know I was asleep?
I can't blame it on you lost your phone.
You don't know I was asleep.
I'm going off of what you told me. I do know you were asleep because you told me out your own mouth.
The thing is, no excuses, no allegations or anything or perpetrations. If we say we're going to edit on Monday, because you told me Sunday was a busy day, so I wouldn't think you was even going to do that. I don't even think we talked that Sunday because you said it was a busy day.
Probably not. I said probably not. You throwing your hands up.
Case
Probably.
fucking closed.
Keyword is probably. How's the case closed?
No fucking case closed.
Just as we didn't talk.
How the fuck? How would I know that this nigga started editing on a Sunday when we agreed on a Monday? Is my argument in case of closing point if a
First
nigga
of all,
ain't called?
was that not that was the Memorial Weekend, so niggas was off on Monday. So niggas didn't. That's the whole kill, right there. Niggas was off, so I had the whole day to do that. You talking about Tuesday when I talked to you and told you I did the shit yesterday. I went to work on Tuesday. That's the conversation you talking about. I still edited on Monday. Yeah, my point exactly.
You know, y'all, sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta just be quiet. Because sometimes there's no point. It ain't no point. Because this nigga here, and then these niggas out here in the world, even females, they talk and like, it don't be no point. It just be they point. And they point just be ass. So guess what you do? Just shut up. Then when you sit there and shut up, you be figuring out there's some things in this world you can do that other people can't.
How is it me giving? All right, bet. Bet.
That was a good one.
That was a bar. That was funny.
Yeah, man. Any closing remarks, you know? Even though you started them, but we stopped them to get
Definitely
right there.
took a
Go
left
ahead.
turn.
Go ahead and finish, because some shit ain't going right. Some shit
Some
ain't
shit ain't going
right. You tell me you ain't know what I was talking about. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Last thing I gotta say, what the fuck was he? Think outside the box. Boom. Think outside the box and do the knowledge. Don't be scared to do the knowledge. A lot of motherfuckers
Figure out shit.
Figure out shit. Do your own research. Just because niggas program you or feeding you a program, do your own background checks. Don't just go off of what motherfuckers put in front of you just off face value. A lot of things that glitter ain't gold. Grass ain't always green on the other side.
Just comfortable. I mean, you comfortable.
Sometimes it's just turf. It
Turf
looks
some
good,
shit.
but
Turf
shit
burns
foo-foo.
a motherfucker.
This the same nigga that was talking about he know how to do some shit that some people can't, but he just walking over on my shit after he just gave me the floor. But those my off-topic words. That's all I gotta say.
I was just throwing in some ad-libs.
I respect that. I appreciate you.
Nah, fudge you.
I appreciate that.
Kool-Aid, brother. Yeah. That's what you is. You was a Kool-Aid, brother.
What's that?
Mixed. Come on the road.
That wasn't good.
Fuck you.
That wasn't good.
Hey, y'all. It's Shaq. And, you know, I'm just here to say, if you ain't going the right way in life, fuck it. But I'm just here to be like,
oh, what?
not fuck it.
All right.
Hey, look. Life get rough. life get crazy. But shit, it's always light at the end of the tunnel. It's always a silver lining. You can find a silver lining in any situation in life. Like I said, every L is a lesson. And every lesson, that's a damn silver lining. But the L comes from that silver lining. Because what's a lining? That motherfucker look like an L. Think about it. Come on. So look. Don't be heartbroken, broken down, fucked up over any situation. Yeah, you wanted something to go this way. Yeah, you wanted something to work out. Yeah, you wanted to do something that ain't work out. Yeah, that paycheck was some shit. Shit, you ain't get paid in a minute. But guess what? When it comes, it's going to come, man. No did it. You got to keep faith. You got to talk to God. And you got to work on yourself. Take heed in what's being told and actions that's being loaded. Don't care about what they say. Think about them actions in which they lay. I'm about to write a book, nigga. I'm about to write a book.
I'm drunk.
I'm gonna write a book.
You write your book, man. I'll probably invest in it and get some good ROE back, you know. It's been Off Topic Podcast 301. It's your boy Ron fam.
Shaq fam.
Yeah, out of here, man. Let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Do y'all
Skadooger.
shenanigans.
Skadooger.
Oh, shout out to my Nana, too.
Shout out Nana.
Why she was watching the shit the other
For
day.
real?
Yeah.
Yo,
Dave
man.
said he stopped by and he walked in.
Damn.
He seen a bunch of profanity. He heard a bunch of profanity. He walked in and I was like, love you, Nana. Shout out to Nana.
Taking selfies, it's an open letter, pretty fed up by the OGs, nigga. I was kidding, really had them fall out, nigga. I was trying to ball out with you, searching for the greed, but it's feed of the soul. Always in the minutes, finding trouble on my own. I was in my zone, had to settle up the skull. Feeling like Russ, if you wanna jump, I'm a dust. Body high, he a gusto. Sharp guillotine, I be cutthroat. Beast mode, running through one like I'm on Sean. Yeah, really too blunt to complain. Really, I'm up in this thing. Nigga want Anna, we flatten them up and we up in this thing. I'm giving them soul food. Blowing on colors, I'm so full. Keep that stability, both suit. Please don't act like my mans, I don't know you.